Good evening, good evening. It's a new live. And for everybody who is new here, my name is Hilda and I'm a high ticket sales coach, teaching coaches and service providers how to sell a 4-figure offer. And today it's a storm outside, so I hope the internet will be on and the light will be on, but let's just start. Today we're going to talk about how to make the right type of content for your qualified leads. So maybe you are a coach or a service provider who has a program that you want to sell, you have something that you want to sell to people, but you don't know how to make the right type of content for your qualified leads that makes them want to buy your program and to enroll into your program. So today we're going to talk about, I'm going to give you 3 topics that might help you to make your content convert into clients, right? But first of all, let's just start with what your main objective or the overall goal with your content is. So the content that you post into your feed or into YouTube or into LinkedIn, whatever platform you're on, the goal is to move your audience from being unaware that they have a problem to the point where they make a buying decision. Are they going to invest in you, or are they not? And you might think that people who land on your page already know that they have a problem, because people should know that they have a problem. But statistics shows that only 20% of the people who land on your page are actually problem aware. That means that your content has to speak to mainly the persons, the audience who does not have that does not know that they have a problem. If you take me for example, I sold low ticket, mid ticket offers for a while, and I did not quite like it. I did not like the way I had to sell, and I did not know how am I going to do things differently to actually enjoy the way of selling. Because I found selling low ticket, mid ticket, it was very stressful. You have to have a bigger volume of clients in order to reach a certain amount of revenue, right? So I did not like that way of selling, but I did not even know that high ticket was a option until I landed on someone's page, and I was like, Of course I'm going to sell high tickets. So I did not even know that I had a problem. I knew that I had a problem, and maybe that high ticket was not a solution for me. So your content has to speak to every phases of the buying decision process. So your goal, your overall goal with your content is to guide your audience from being unaware to a buying decision. Also, your goal with your content is to make it very simple for your audience to know what you do and how you can help. Simplicity, make it very simple. Don't overcomplicate things. But we're going to dive deep down now into what you can do to make the right type of content for your qualified leads. And you hear me talk about this first topic all the time, and it's, have you niched down enough, but also have you done your market research? Because you have to know who you're talking to in order to make the content specific. If you do not know your client well enough, you can't even understand what kind of problems they are going through, and what the end solution is going to be for them. So have you niched down enough? If you're very broad in your niche, if you're very broad in your niche, it will be very difficult for you to have a content that is speaking directly to the one that you want to have enrolled in your program. The content that you put out should reflect upon people's problems, and you have to speak make them understand why they're feeling that way, and what has caused them to feel that way, and how your solution, your service can help them. So if you haven't seen my previous lives or videos on YouTube on how to niche down, I would really recommend that you're doing so. And also watch my 5 problem pillars and how you can create valuable content when you have niched down enough. And also, have you done your market research? Have you spoken to your audience to know what kind of problems they are going through? What kind of pains do they have? What kind of results are they looking for? Have you done that? Because I think many people miss this point. They do not do their market research well enough, so they don't understand what kind of problems their target audience or the prospects are going through. So niche down and do your market research, because it also gives you an indication of how sophisticated are your markets. So in marketing, there's a concept which is called market sophistication. So I'm just going to read to you what market sophistication is. In short, it's understanding market sophistication means that your organization understands exactly how many similar products and services the marketplace you're operating in knows of already. Meaning, high-ticket clients, they have seen it all. Hi. High-ticket clients have seen it all. When I first started my journey on Instagram, there was a lot of gurus out there putting out buy my ebook and learn how to grow 50,000 followers in 90 days. Buy my ebook and learn how to earn 50k in 90 days. That does not work on high ticket clients. They've probably been around in the space for a while. They have probably been, let's say, 1 year, 2 years. They already invested in 1, 2, 3 coaches, was terrible, and they know what they want. So how sophisticated are the market that you're operating in? Because most of the time, high ticket clients, they are not stupid. They're very dedicated. They're ambitious. They know what they want. So, is the content that you're putting out on your feed? It's not speaking to the sophistication of your market. Your audience is too sophisticated for the content that you post. So if you're posting how-to content and content that is not of any value, that's not going to enroll clients into your program. So do some research about how sophisticated are the market that you're operating in. That was the first point. Niche down and do the market research properly and figure out how sophisticated are your market. The second point is like, how are you showing up? And this goes also with the sophistication of the market. So you're creating content with zero value for a market that are very sophisticated. So are you doing, I see many people like very fixed on growing their following. Are you like doing reels with no value just for your own sake to grow your following, to like, it has zero value for the person on the other end, who's looking into, like, who has a specific problem and want this problem to be fixed. So how are you showing up? And also, people are basically, ask yourself this question: are you creating content that your qualified leads want, or are you creating content that's making you comfortable? Are you creating reels where you don't have to say anything just because that's comfortable for you? Or are you stepping out of your comfort zone and creating content that you know your qualified leads really want, that they found valuable, like showing up on a live and talking about a topic that you know so much about? Or are you just being in your own comfort zone, creating this generic post with a caption because that's comfortable for you? So how are you showing up? And also, how are you creating your content? So what I do is, like, I do a live and I can repurpose this live into bits and pieces and spread it over for a month or two, or maybe like throughout the year. So I can also spread this video out to YouTube and Facebook as well. So I do one video, I chop it up, and I can repurpose it to other platforms so I get more visible and more views and more traction on my platform. So ask yourself, how are you showing up on your Instagram or LinkedIn or YouTube? Are you just doing what is comfortable for you, or are you actually showing up the way that your audience wants you to show up, that is valuable for them? And maybe that requires you to really step out of your comfort zone. So the moment for me that switch for me was when I was looking for a high-ticket coach myself. What was I looking for? I was looking for a coach that showed up on live, did videos where she spoke consistently for 15-20 minutes, and then I understand, okay, she knows what she's talking about. But if you are just creating reels and creating posts that is the main objective is for you to get more visible and for you to get more followers, that's not the way to get the qualified leads enrolled into your program. And that's not the way to create valuable content. The one thing that matters is the person on the other end who is receiving your content. So it has to be very valuable for them. So on that, again, that might be it's necessary for you to just step out of your comfort zone and do a live. I don't like doing live, but I do it anyway. And actually, when I ask my clients, what made you go for me? And the answer is that they can see that I step out of my comfort zone and I am the authority that they want me to be, that they need. So if you are just hiding behind a post because that makes you it's comfortable for you, like, how are people going to invest in you if you don't even dare to do what is required? I don't know. But it's something to think about. But anyway, that was the second point. How are you showing up? So reflect upon that. And the third point is you have to create content that the aim is to start a conversation. So I do not create content to get likes. I want the kind of engagement that I want is comments underneath my post, underneath my video, and people to engage in my lives. And also I want an engagement that makes people then I get DMs. Ugh, sometimes I just think Norwegian and I have to communicate in English, so it gets like but anyway, you want engagement, like you want DMs. You want DMs and you want comments on your post. And this is for you guys. This is for you guys who post and you get one comment on your post and you do not even bother to respond to that one comment. Like, what the fuck are you guys doing? You want clients, but you don't even bother to take 5 to 10 seconds out of your day to respond to one comment underneath your post. That is like, and you think it's going to get any better when you get 2, 3, 5 clients? How are you going to take the time for your clients if you can't even bother to respond onto a comment? Start with the basic. Start with the basic. Respond to comments and respond to DMs. It's like, I don't know where to begin, but like people do not understand why I don't know why I don't get any sales. It's like, but you don't, what the fuck do you provide? Like, you don't even connect with people, so why should people even bother to invest in you? Start with the basic things, guys. So you have to create content that makes people want to engage in your post, and not by liking but commenting, and that you get DMs, people responding to you. Like, I saw your post, it really got me thinking, like, maybe this would work for me, maybe this would work for me. How could you help me with this and this and this? Like doesn't matter. Engagement in DMs and commenting does. But guys, those who do not comment back, I don't even have words. But anyway, I hope it was kind of helpful. So if you just summarize what you have to do to create valuable content, you have to niche down and you have to do some market research. You have to be specific. Your content has to be specific. Who am I talking to and what kind of problems do they have? Because your content is going to talk about how you can help them. But if you don't know how they can help them, with so many people have so many different problems, and you do so start with the basics, start with the foundation. People start building walls before they have foundation. And you talking about your segmentation, targeting and positioning on the foundation. So you have to start there first before you start creating content. Because people think that posting consistently will make them will help them to get clients. Posting consistently is not going to help you to get clients if you do not know who you are talking to. Because I thought in the beginning when I saw all of these gurus, like, what you have to do to get clients is to post valuable content and post consistently. But what does that even mean? What does that even mean to post consistently and to post valuable content? Because if you're not niche down enough and you do not know what kind of problems they are having, it's impossible for you to create valuable content. Then you just have to post just to post. You post all of these quotes from Pinterest. You post all of these posts that everybody else is posting. And you have to dare to speak your mind. If you see if you see those who are actually successful, the people who are successful speak their mind, and they do not do the same things that everybody else is doing. They challenge people, and they dare to say what they think. It's like, you have a voice, and you know so much stuff, so don't be afraid to show yourself and to say what you think and what you mean, and like, what kind of values do you have. So but it all starts with the foundation. Yeah, good. I got lots of great notes. Thank you. That's good. And also market research. And how are you showing up? Don't show up just because you find a way that it's comfortable for you. Try to ask yourself, how would my leads prefer me to show up? And especially if you're targeting high ticket clients where you are asking people to invest $3,000 in you cannot post generic posts that everybody else is posting, guys. You have to create some kind of value that speaks about the problems that people are having, and you also have to know what kind of market sophistication, like what are the market sophistication of my target audience. And if you're dealing with high ticket clients, they're not stupid and they are not going to buy an ebook that's telling you to like grow your following in 50 days. They are not going to buy that ebook. They are ambitious and they're ready to invest $3,000 in you to fix their problem. And it's not an ebook that's going to help them with the problem. They are more sophisticated than that, I can tell you. And I am a high ticket client myself, so I know what I'm talking about. It's like, this is not what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for grow your mindset, and know your worth. That doesn't give me anything. Zero. So how are you showing up? And also create content that starts a conversation. And the engagement that we are after is comments and DMs. And respond to comments and respond to DMs. You never know where the opportunity comes from. And I've written so many DMs, and I hate it when I see seen and you don't even respond back, and you by the looks of your comment, by the looks of your content and the way you're showing up, and you're not even responding in the comments and you're not responding in the DMs, I know for sure that you don't have any clients. Don't come here and tell me otherwise. But anyway, I hope it was helpful. If you have any questions, let me know. All right. Was this helpful? Of any kind of like, did it help you in some kind of way? I hope it did. And yeah, I will share this in my feed as well. So ta-ta, see you later.